Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought it would be fun to do an Amazon favorites or an Amazon must-haves. So these are going to be some of my favorite things I've ever gotten from Amazon. Nova is going to be joining us today for the video, but my other cats are all taking a nap, so I figured it would be the perfect time to record a video. But anyways, let's just jump right on into the video. Let's go ahead and get started with the kitchen items. So the very first thing when I was thinking, hey, I should make an Amazon favorites video, this was the first thing that came to mind. And it is these bamboo lids that go on top of a mason jar. This mason jar I did not get on Amazon, but I wanted to show you guys. So this is the wide mouth bamboo lids, and it does have like a rubber seal, and it goes right on top of the mason jar, and it is just so cute for water, coffee, tea, anything. I make all of my iced coffees and I'll put them in a mason jar and I just sip on them. So when you do buy the bamboo lid, it does come with two different straw sizes, and they come as like a package deal. So there is a thinner straw that is for just everyday drinks, and then they also give you a larger straw that would be more like a milkshake straw or a boba straw, and it comes in a set. I want to say it gives you like 3 or 4 lids and then like 2 of each sizes of the straws, and then of course it also comes with straw cleaners. And so all together there is the mason jar that is, again, not from Amazon, but you just pop the lid on. It's a pretty snug fit, and then you can choose either straw, so you can have the larger straw, but for, you know, everyday iced coffee and stuff like that, I use the thinner straw, and it is just the cutest thing. I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend these. So this is my first item. Moving on to my second item. These aren't technically kitchen items, but I do keep them in the kitchen because that's where I light a majority of my candles. So I got this really cute matte black candle trimmer, and it is for the wick of a candle, and I like how it has like a good angle, especially if you have kind of like, you know, a longer candle and you kind of have to go in pretty far. But this helps trim the wick, and when you cut it, it's nice because it closes, but it's like this little circle, so it will hold the wick. So then you'll cut it and then you could pull the wick, so you don't have to worry about it, like if you were already burning your candle, letting the wick like fall into the wax and everything like that. So I just thought this was super cute. So this is just a little wick trimmer that I got. And then to go along with that, I finally decided I needed to try those electric lighters that I've seen all over YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and whatnot. So this lighter is actually rechargeable because it uses electricity to light. So if you can kind of see, there's like a little, I don't know what to call it. It's not a flame, but I think this is similar. This is like a really, really small scale taser, I believe. So basically it's rechargeable. Right now I've been using mine a lot, so it actually only has one battery, or it only has one dot, but it does have an on and off button, which is nice. And then once you press the button, if you hold it for a few seconds, it will eventually turn off automatically. So if it happened to be in a drawer and you left it on and the button got pressed, it can't just stay on forever, which is also nice. But the coolest thing about this is like you don't have to refill it the way you do with like a gas lighter or anything like that. And so it literally just comes with like a USB cable that you can plug into a block and then charge, and it has an on and off switch, and then you just press the button and then it kind of makes this little sound, and that is how you light your candle. So I thought that was really cool. And then last but not least, in the kitchen section, I wanted to show you guys these spice containers. It comes in a set of 36, and I still have a few left over because I do not currently have 36 spices. But it's nice because it has this little plastic top, and you can easily just pop it off. And then with the kit, it gives you a whole bunch of items. So it also comes with this little expandable, what is this called? A little expandable funnel, so you can go ahead and set that in there so you can dump your spices in. The funny thing about this, I want to say it was my little sister or something, but you know those like menstrual cups? When it's like this, she's like, is that one of those weird like menstrual cups? Like, I've never tried one before. And I was like, no, it's just a collapsible funnel. But she was like actually questioning me about it. It was pretty funny. But yeah, so you just go ahead and you can use the little funnel it comes with. You can really use any funnel, but it is a spice container. And then the little lids that you put on top are really nice because it comes with just the normal like sprinkle side, and then it also opens on the other side if you need to pour out a lot more, or like I showed you just a second ago, it is pretty easy just to actually pop off the whole thing if you have to use like a teaspoon to scoop it out. And then it has these little metal lids. And then with this set, it also comes with several pages of different kinds of labels. So you can go through and look for all of your different labels. I've used quite a few off of here. And then it also has the little circles with the white writing, and then also comes with just like plain like clear stickers with like black writing, so you can choose whatever style you like. I personally chose to go with the circles, and it has almost anything you can think of, but in case it doesn't, it does give you a whole sheet of empty circles, and then it came with a white like chalk kind of style pen, so you can go ahead and write in your own spice. So for instance, I made my own version of like a cinnamon sugar mix, and so I decided, I think actually, no, I might be wrong, they might actually have a cinnamon and sugar, but basically let's just say they didn't. I can go ahead and just write it on and add it. So this is what it looks like all together. This one is my pink Himalayan salt, so this one is labeled salt, and then underneath it says Himalayan, which is nice. So it will give you several different ones. So for salts, it will give you several different ones. For peppers, it will say like if it's a black pepper, a white pepper, whatever it is. So there are so many here. You're most likely going to find the spice that you need listed here, but in case you don't, it does have empty ones that you can write in, and it does come with the white pen. Okay, so the next category we're going to move on to is going to be bedroom. The first item I wanted to show you guys from my bedroom is silk pillowcases. So I have both black and white, and this black one is one of my favorites. I don't know, okay, I've heard it's like weird for people to bring a pillow to the airport, but I've always traveled with a pillow like through the airport. I like to take it on the plane with me. I keep it on my lap, and then if I want to take a nap, I can use it. I don't really care for like the neck pillows. So I always bring a pillow to the airport, and so I always bring like, you know, 2 or 3 of my own silk pillowcases, so then when I travel I can have it on, and then when I get to the hotel or wherever I'm going, I can put on my other one, and then this one I'll just put kind of like with my dirty clothes. But my favorite thing about this one is, you know, last minute if you get some snacks or something at the airport, this one actually has a zipper, so you can actually use it to like put some stuff in here. So I've definitely put like snacks in here that like I couldn't cram in my backpack last second or anything else, because they don't really count the pillow as like a carry-on typically. So it's really nice because this one has a zipper, and then in general they say that using silk is good for your hair and your skin and stuff like that, so you just don't have like as much hair breakage and whatnot. And then the white one is just a regular pillowcase that just has the opening on one side, and then you just put it on your pillow like any other one, and it's just a regular white one, but they're just so soft, and I always like to change up my bedding, so I feel like, you know, white is pretty universal, same with black, so I can switch it out. But yes, I definitely love these ones for traveling, and then these ones are just like so soft and silky to sleep on, so I always have one of these two on my pillows when I'm at home. And then the last thing that I have for my bedroom item is something I think everybody needs, because it is an actual lifesaver. So it looks funny. This is what it looks like. So I don't know if you know what suspenders look like. Typically, instead of using a belt, they like clip on the back of your pants, and then they come over your shoulders and clip in the front. Growing up, my grandpa used to always wear those. And so this is basically like suspenders, but it is for your sheet. So you clip this on your sheet, and then you go to each side of it, and it will sit on your sheet like, you know, in the triangle shape, and it's to keep your sheet on. So the biggest thing with my mattress is that it is a pillow top mattress. So it's like a regular mattress, but then sewn to the top of that is like an extra layer of super soft fabric, and I just feel like my sheets are always popping off the corners, and they're always like rolling up when I sleep, and I wake up in the morning and I go to make my bed. I'm always fixing at least one, if not like 2 of the different corners, trying to put the sheet back on. And I've tried a few different things that they sell on Amazon and other places to try to keep your sheet on, and this is the one that has worked for me so well. So what I do typically, you just open the little clip, and then I would clip it to like the corner of the sheet, and then when you go underneath the bed, then you clip it on like the sides of the sheet, and it is super cool. I will try my best to get like an example, or I can like pop up some pictures from Amazon or whatever of how this looks, or try to get a quick clip of me using this on my bed. But I just feel like it's so awkward because it's kind of like underneath the mattress. It's a whole thing. It's definitely a little bit difficult to get on, but this is truly a lifesaver. Absolutely love these. 10/10 recommend. Other than the bamboo lids that I was talking about earlier, this would probably be my second recommendation out of everything in here because I just love these. They are such a lifesaver. Our next category is going to be in more of the tech/office category. So right over here, I have my SD card holder. If you guys are photographers or YouTubers or anything to do with a camera and SD cards and you have several of them, this thing is amazing just to keep everything organized. So I have 4 SD cards total. There's obviously one inside my camera now, and I have my other 3 stored in here. There is a total of 12 slots in this. I do not believe this one is waterproof, and I think if it were, I feel like if it were to fall in water, it would probably float, but I just like to have a place to keep all my SD cards because before I would just be sticking them in my camera case and just praying that they don't fall out somewhere random. So it's just nice to have something a little bit bigger where all of them can be stored together, which is absolutely amazing. It has kind of like a seal, so at least it will be probably dust free. And then it also has like a click so it stays closed, which is super nice. I absolutely love this. I haven't had it for very long, and I don't plan on bringing it where there's a lot of water or sand, but just to have a place to put all of my SD cards that is pretty secure, this is absolutely amazing. The second thing is a double camera battery charger. So on Amazon, I believe I did buy 2 more batteries for my camera, but I'm not 100% sure. But I did get this on Amazon, and basically it is just a charger. It has a cord here that you can plug into any block, so you can plug it into the wall. But the cool thing about this is it actually has 2 different sizes. So if you have the Canon G7X Mark II, it has the smaller batteries that will fit in that slot, but it can actually fit batteries like all the way up to a larger size. So it actually does fit 2 different sizes of battery, which I thought was really cool. And so that is a dual charger battery, or a dual bay battery charger. And the nice thing about this too is when I'm doing a lot of recording or vlogging, or if you are a YouTuber that happens to do Vlogmas and stuff like that, it's nice to always have batteries on backup. For some reason, they say the Canon G7X batteries last anywhere between an hour to an hour and a half, but they take like 2 to 2.5 hours to charge. So you definitely have a lot longer time you're going to be spent charging than you are going to be able to use the battery for recording. So it's really nice to have a way to charge 2 batteries all at once. You only have to use 1 outlet, and you're not plugging in every single battery to each outlet, which is super awesome. So I highly recommend this. I have been using it for a few months. I haven't had any issues. For me personally, it's been working great. I love it, and I highly recommend it. And then the last thing for the office or like techie stuff would be this laptop case. On the inside, it is very soft and insulated. This is a very thick case. It does come with a strap, but I don't typically use it because it does have a handle here. But if you do prefer to use the shoulder strap, it does have one you can hook on to these little D loops, but I personally prefer to use the handle. And like I said, it does have a very nice soft thick protective case that zips up, and I have the 16-inch MacBook Pro, and it fits in here perfectly fine. So if you guys do have a larger computer, this does work. Of course, it would work if you had a smaller computer. And then it also has 2 pockets in the front. So this one has a full pocket, and then it also has a little pouch if you want to put anything there. So usually I'll put like my charger, I'll wrap it up, and I'll put it here, and then I'll like put the block in front. And then on this side is more of like the pen slot and stuff. So it has 2 little pen slots, and then it has another little open section along with the whole front of it just being open as well. So it's really nice that this has 2 extra slots along with holding your laptop, so you can have your laptop, your charger, and everything all together. And that is everything for the tech section. The next section is going to be car. These are 3 of my favorite items. Every single time I'm in my car, I'm using them. I currently have an older car that does not have a lot of cup holders, so this thing is definitely pretty broken in and it's pretty used. But even though it's definitely wearing out a little bit, I've had this for about a year now, it's still fully functional, so I don't really mind that it's like, you know, starting to lift in some areas. But basically this will just slide between your seat and like your center console, and it will just, you know, it uses this section. I call it the crack of doom because if you drop anything down there, it feels like it's lost forever. But yes, so this will just wedge in between your seat and your center console. You can have it on the passenger side or you can put it on the driver's side. Either way, I personally have mine on the passenger side in my car, so it sits over the passenger seat just a little bit. For me personally, I don't think it takes up too much room. None of my passengers have really complained about that. I also don't have passengers very often, so for me personally, I feel like, you know, if it's an issue, I can move it and put it on my side. But since I don't have passengers as often, I usually just keep it on the passenger side. And then it does have 2 cup holders, and then it has a center section where you can put like a pack of gum or whatever else. And this has just been an absolute lifesaver because the car that I'm currently driving does not really have cup holders that work, especially for like taller cups and stuff. So this is definitely a lifesaver, and I highly recommend this if you need more cup holders in your car or if you just don't have very many like my car. The second thing would be a car tripod. Now, I can't really show you how this looks. I guess I could set my camera up in my car and take a picture, and I will insert that here. But this is a car mount. I typically mount it on my window. And okay, let me just address this little white thing. So when I first got this, I was putting it together and I lost the little plastic pin. So this is literally a lollipop stick. And it was something that fit, and I just happened to be eating a lollipop, and I was like, how can I fix this? Because I was about to buy another one on Amazon because I was extra special and just lost the little piece that goes here. So I did fix it myself. Well, I had Adam help me like shove this lollipop thing in here, but it hasn't need to be been taken out since. But yes, it is a lollipop stick that I currently have holding this together, but it has held up and the lollipop stick has worked perfectly fine. So whether you have the actual piece that comes with it or a lollipop stick, you're in good hands. But basically your camera will screw on to this, and then I stick it on the window, and then it has a suction cup, and then you push this up so it will like, you know, stay on your window, and then you can still turn your camera whatever direction. So when you are recording, your camera is upside down, but I use Final Cut Pro for editing, and it is very easy to go ahead and flip that video. So I haven't had any issues with having some clips upside down. In my day in a life vlog, there was mostly upside down clips that I just had to flip over because there was a lot of car footage, and this thing is absolutely amazing. I've seen a lot of YouTubers ask questions about different car mounts to use and things like that. Since the Canon G7X is a smaller camera, I feel like it does not, you know, obstruct your view too much if you have it more in the center or more off to the side, and then you can just suction cup it to the window. The nice thing about this too is it's very low profile and it's very small, so I feel like this isn't super big and bulky for being like a little tripod. And if you happen to have a dash that is like sticky enough, you could technically stick it to the dash like this and then have your camera facing upward. I just cannot get it to stick to my dash. So if you had a way to get it to stick on your dash, you could use it just normally with your camera facing up. But for me personally, in my car, it just works better to put this on the window. And like I said, it's not very big. It doesn't seem like it obstructs my view or anything, so it hasn't caused any issues. I've never gotten in trouble for vlogging in my car, and so far it's been really great. Last but not least, for my car items, the lovely car trash can. This thing has pockets on, you know, all 3 sides, where it has little bungee pockets, and then it has this little flap to kind of keep everything in the garbage. I actually do have a Starbucks cup in here, which is kind of funny. But then on top, it has this little like bungee opening. When I throw stuff in the garbage, it's not usually anything like super saucy or gross. So this section being kind of like this like stretchier material so nothing falls out hasn't gotten like dirty or gross. Usually I'll have like a piece of gum that I put in a wrapper and then I'm sticking it in here, or like my Starbucks cup. So this part has not gotten dirty from sticking stuff in it, and it is this nice bungee material so nothing falls out, but it is still big enough to where you can put in larger items. It does come with a roll of garbage bags on the side, so I think it gave probably about 10 or 15 garbage bags to replace it. And then it is just Velcro, and you just tuck it in around the edges. It has these little flaps on the side that you can just like pull the bag through and like loop it around so it stays in place, and it's just Velcro, and this is super great. It also has this strap on the back that is adjustable, and you can just put this around the seat of your car. So again, since I'm in my car driving most of the time, I do just have this around the passenger headrest, and then this just hangs behind the passenger seat like so, and then I can just easily reach behind when I'm driving and just put any garbage in here. So straw wrappers or gum, whatever you have, car garbage, receipts, you know, all those things. It's just nice to have a place to put this. For a while in other cars, I've also put this like in the front seat on the floor, and then had this around like the shifter, and so that works as well. But currently I do have it hanging around the seat, and this is adjustable depending on how big the seat is that you want to put it around. It also is like this little clip, so you can put the garbage can up around it, like wrap it around underneath the headrest, and then you can go ahead and clip it into place. So these are definitely 3 of my favorite items to have in my car. Every time I'm in my car, I use them, especially when I'm vlogging. I'm definitely using the tripod, and the cup holder and the garbage are just absolutely amazing. All right, so we are now on our last section of the video. For this one, I didn't exactly have a category, so this is just overall miscellaneous or household items. So the first thing is actually something I wear every single day. So on my middle finger, I have this little small dainty ring that I absolutely love, and it is a little teeny tiny cat. And I just absolutely love it, and I just wear it on my middle finger. It is supposed to be like sterling silver, so it doesn't tarnish with all of the hand washing, the extra hand washing we've been doing the last couple years. And just in general, I wear it all the time, 24/7. I wear all of my rings 24/7. I never take them off. I wear them when I'm in the shower, if I go swimming, when I'm doing dishes, washing my hands, all of those things, and it's never tarnished, and it has not worn out or anything, and I absolutely love it. You guys know I have 4 cats. I love cats, and then just to have this be so small and dainty and just have a little reminder of all of my cute babies. Clearly it's a thing. I am a cat person. I am obsessed with cats. It's a known fact at this point. So yes, I do have a little cat ring. The next thing is this little detergent holder. Now I know this looks weird, and I'll insert a picture, but in my laundry room, I have my detergent kind of like hanging off the edge, and then you know the little cup that you like pop off the little spout, and then you can use that. This is a detergent holder, so you put this around the spout, and then you can set the cup there, and then this will hang on the detergent, and then you can just press the button, and while the cup is being held there, the detergent will flow into this cup. So like I said, I will definitely insert a picture so you guys can see that. But this thing is so cool. It's like this most simple thing, but it honestly is just like a lifesaver. So you don't have to have like a dirty, soapy, like drippy cup like sitting on the thing, and then just having it like that ready to go when I'm trying to get soap. Instead of, you know, holding it with one hand and then pushing the button to dispense the soap, I can just, you know, set it on there, use one hand to dispense the soap, and then I could be like turning on my washer and getting everything ready to go with my other hand. So it's very nice to be able to multitask, and this thing is so simple but yet so helpful. And it's just those little things, you know. The next thing is an absolute must, because again, I have 4 cats, so you know I'm constantly brushing my cats. I vacuum my house literally like every other day, and it still doesn't seem like enough. So there is plenty of hair and fur that I am brushing and combing every single day. But the coolest thing about this brush is it does have a button on the back side, and this little panel where all the little bristles are actually lifts up. So instead of having those brushes where you're like constantly trying to pick the hair or the fur out of, you can just push this button and it will push it up to the surface, so then you can just pull it off, and then you can get right back to brushing your cats. My cats love being brushed. They absolutely love it. So now that I have a brush, that makes it so much easier because I can just push this button and remove the hair and keep going. I can definitely brush all of them more and more often because brushing a pet is not the easiest thing, and it can get a little bit lazy, especially when you have 4 and they love it. So they'll literally like lay on the floor and like roll around, be purring because they just love the feeling. It's probably like a little massage. Now on to the very last. So I know massage guns went pretty viral on the internet last year. So this is the one I have. It is this brand, Sky. I do not know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry, but it is a massage gun. So it looks like this, and then it has many different pieces you can put on it. So you just press it in, and then on the bottom there's a switch to turn it on. It also has the port for charging, and then it lights up and it's like touchscreen. So you can choose, it will tell you the battery. So right now this is only charged to 40%, and then you can go all the way up to like 32. So when I press the plus, it will start moving. The original reason why I bought this was when I work out, my legs can get so sore and my arms get sore, especially on leg day. I go pretty hard. My legs are my favorite part of my body to work out. So when I go to the gym and I have a long day and my legs are just sore the next day, it's really nice to use this massage gun. It has a lot of uses. It has a lot of different pieces you can use for it. It has this fancy case and charger. I'm trying to put everything aside so I can show you. So it has a charger. It's actually pretty long once you actually unravel it, which is really nice. And it comes with like its own block already connected and stuff. And then it just has this very big case. It has the manual, so you can keep it with you, of course. And so it's actually pretty nice because if you want to travel with this, it's really simple. But yeah, so that fits in there. And then I usually keep the charger on this side, and then I put all of the little pieces in the bag, and then they just fit on that side. So then everything can be in here. They can be in here, they can be in here, they can be in here. Let's try that again. So then everything can be in here nicely in a case that is very sleek. All right, so that is it for today's video. I am going to do my best to link everything down below. With that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe. It would mean the world to me. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is the end of February. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.